splashing hard on my windshield while I was driving on the highway to Limassol. It felt like nature was warning me of what was about to happen that day. Hello Toastmasters and dear guests. In 2011, I returned back to Cyprus for my studies in London. That time was very bad economic situation all around Europe, and in Cyprus, most of the jobs available were in accounting, forex, or IT. I believe you all agree with me that finishing university and searching for a job in your 20s is one of the most stressful periods of your life. I remember I felt very stressed, confused. I didn't know what to do with my future, where to work, or at least how to start working. I remember I wanted to meet professionals who could help me to start my career. While I was searching for jobs online, I found an intensive course in Forex in Limassol. That course was going to prepare you and later give you a job in the Forex industry. It looked quite promising in helping you to kickstart your career. I decided to apply. The director of the agency called me and invited me for an interview. I was not sure if that was what I wanted to do with my life, but I hoped that the people at the agency would help me to decide what I want to do with my future. After driving for an hour to Limassol under heavy rain, I finally reached my destination on time. At the office, I met two other candidates who were waiting for their interview. 20 minutes passed and it was my turn to enter the office. The head of the recruitment agency and the head of the master course were my interviewers, both from England. At that time I was 25 years old, very introvert and shy to talk. Before going for my master course in London, I never had foreign friends or native speakers to practice English. Also, I attended a public school and had little exposure in the English language. I remember the interviewer telling me with an arrogant tone in his voice, "I suggest you go back home, find a native English teacher to help you with your pronunciation, and then we can speak again." The director of the agency saw that I was upset, and she said, "What he's trying to say is that we are looking for fluent English speakers to work in international forex companies." At that moment, I felt helpless and miserable. I thought, if even in my country, companies are looking for fluent English speakers, I will never be able to find a good job. I felt that there is no hope for the future. I drove back home. Probably it was the longest hour in my life. When I arrived home, I locked myself in my bedroom and I started contemplating of the next steps. I was feeling that it was the end. There is no way to change the situation. And at that time, I remembered the story of my family. My father was a soldier in the war in 1974, and my mother was a teenager at that time. Both lost their houses and all their belongings. They had to start from scratch. After the war, my father was accepted at the University of Lyon in France. He couldn't speak French, but he took the plane and he went to Lyon to study history and archaeology for 5 years in order to make his dream come true. At his first year in the university, he had to deliver a presentation in French in front of the whole class. As soon as he started giving the presentation, immediately everybody started laughing because he couldn't pronounce well the word Madame Pompadour. The professor corrected him and my father tried again without success. Again, everybody started laughing, including the professor. My father got upset. He thought, I fought in a war, I lost everything, I had to start my life from scratch, and these people are laughing at me because I cannot pronounce well a word. He picked up on his courage, he hit his hand on the lectern, everybody went silent, and he said in perfect French, "If any one of you speaks French as good as I speak Greek, please get up and stand next to me." Nobody laughed. Two friends of my father started clapping and cheering. Bravo Nicola! Bravo Nicola! My father since then shares the story with everyone at least 4 times per year. Fellow Toastmasters and dear friends, have you ever felt this energy, fire inside your belly when you feel that nobody can stop you? After remembering the story of my father, I found the courage to get up of the bed the next day and decided that I will not let anyone take decisions about my future. We are not all born equals. Life is not fair. Some people have to fight more in their life. By remembering the story of my father, I found the courage and I got up. My father actually, after he came back to Cyprus, after his studies, he tried to find a job as an archaeologist. But due to nepotism, have in mind that this was in 1980, he was rejected. And he had to work as a tourist agent and insurance agent in order to support his family. But he never gave up. He became a very successful tourist guide and insurance agent. I share this story with you today in order to inspire some of you, as I would like someone to inspire me that day 5 years ago. Because you have 2 choices in life when you are down. You either get up or you stay down. The choice is yours.